Hey, what's up guys? We are in my living room right now and I'm gonna go play paintball tomorrow, so I thought it would be fun to do one of those what's in my bag movies. So I'm gonna go over everything that I am taking to the paintball field. It's obviously not every single paintball thing I own, but it's gonna be all the fun stuff, and I'm gonna start with the best. We all like to see what markers people shoot, so we're gonna start with my electronic and my mechanical setup. So we won't go into the whole why is MacDev not more popular and blah 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 blah, brand versus brand. I will just say I absolutely love my MacDev Prime XTS. This thing is absolutely sick. So we're just gonna leave it at that. This is my choice for playing electronic paintball. I do, of course, have some other ones that I do play with, but when it's go time, when it's tournament time, and for the sake of I haven't played with it in a couple months, it's going to be what I use tomorrow. This is my go-to. So we have an HK Army 6845, nothing fancy back here, but obviously black on black on black. Love matching everything with a color that goes with everything. I don't really like picking a big fancy color on my setup up here because I want it to kind of match whatever jersey color I'm wearing, whatever pants I'm wearing. Those are the things that I tend to put the color into. So I like something that can go with whatever jersey I'm wearing, no matter what color it is. So black, white, silver, gray, somewhere in there. It's just easier. I can't afford to be coordinating colors with every single outfit. So we've got the 6845 from HK Army. It's been phenomenal. I know some of you like to spend $300 on tanks, but this one does just fine. This is a 16-inch Freak XL with the ACP tip, and I am a big fan of the ACP tip. I've talked about how I feel like the reviews out there are not very accurate in what they say the benefits of this barrel are. As it relates to 99% of paintball gameplay, this is absolutely a great design in barrel for minimizing inaccuracy under the conditions of rain and paint breakage, especially paint leaking into the ports when you're getting barrel rub against a bunker. So very rarely are you going to be sticking your barrel into the ground and trying to shoot after that. So most of the time, the debris that comes in your barrel, the ACP design is phenomenal at minimizing how much it affects your accuracy. By the way, I've been shooting the 693 insert for a year now, and not gonna lie, when you buy cheap paint like I do, and you occasionally get football-shaped paintballs in there, overboring, sometimes significantly, minimizes how much paint breakage you get in your barrel. I used to really like to match as much as possible with a slight overbore, but sure enough, one of every 10 or even 20 paintballs, you're going to end up with a break in there, and it just ends up ruining the game. So I really like to go big overboard to make sure I'm breaking as little paint as possible, and it has made a big difference on how frequently, or should say infrequently, I get a paintball break now. So yeah, that's my setup, good old IR2. I have had opportunities to buy other more expensive hoppers, but I don't want to because this is as good as it gets. I don't need to spend more money for any features that this doesn't have. It does everything I need. It's amazing. Let's go to the mech setup. So if you saw my ASMR video yesterday of unboxing this guy, I haven't played with it yet, but this is definitely going to be my mech ball loader. So we got the new 2023 JT Revolution in the smoke color because I like being able to see how much paint is in there. We got the Caesar Piezo E-Mech that I got from Caesar last September in a coin toss. So I just changed the body on it to, again, black on black on black. I love it. I have the carbon barrel on there. It currently has the stainless steel insert inside there. Depending on if I'm running 2 markers that day, I'll usually grab one of my Freak XL inserts, which is somewhere around here, and oversize this, but it does have a 689 in there right now, and that's usually about the smallest I'll go. So just depending on if I want a little bit lighter weight insert, I might grab one from the Freak XL since they're aluminum and this is stainless steel, but it's not a big deal, especially on rec play, which is what I'm doing tomorrow. We do have a Ninja, which is like a 45, 48, something like that. I don't know, small tank. I just love playing the lightweight setup of mechanical ball. You're not going to shoot near as much paint, so don't need as much air, don't need as much capacity, don't need the higher feed rate. So nice, basic, simple, lightweight, reliable. That's what I need, and I love how durable the E-mech is. So I might go for a premium mech gun one day, like an autococker. I do love an autococker, but man, the stress that you don't have, not having to worry about beating this thing up on the ground or against stuff while you play, like, it's kind of nice just having a gun that you don't really care how it looks at the end of the day. It can get beat up a little bit, especially since it's nice, durable polymer. So that's our mech setup. Let's dig into this thing, which I'm going to pick it up for you. I unfortunately can't get the camera close enough that the microphone picks all of the audio up well, while also having the camera back far enough to get everything in view. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to just kind of like pick stuff up for you to see it. So I got this in 1998, maybe 1997. This is my paintball gear bag, gear box. It opens and has a pull-out tray, so that's pretty cool. And then the handle on this thing, the handle pulls out so that you can set this right there in the handle. So while the box is open, you can pull that little tray out so you can access what's underneath the tray, and obviously access whatever's in this little, what do we call this, a basket? The drop-in tray? I don't know. It's not the lightest thing in the world. I would like a modern gear bag. Now that I have this set up beside me, let's just dig in. So we got HK Army blackout gloves, because they were like the only brand I could find that was all black. Didn't want any color. We have a shock doctor. If you know, you know. Hopefully you don't have to know. My buddy Zach, who was in my DSR Plus efficiency video, he's the guy I've been playing with. Meeting him tomorrow to do some drills and have some fun. After I met up with Patty Gleason back in January, he's played with Patty Gleason before because he lived in Portland, and so he saw Patty at the field at least once or twice, and he's bought a jersey from OTL. He had this microfiber, and I think he has two of these maybe, but he gave this to me. He's like, oh, you should rep some OTL in your gear bag. So thank you, Zach. And what's up, Patty? Speaking of Patty going to die, this has to be just the coolest barrel cover out there. Like these die ones with the Allen wrenches in there. Oh, that just saved so much time at the chronograph. So nice having those in there. By the way, most of this stuff I got on Amazon, and if you plan on getting it yourself and you want to send me $1 or $2, you can go to my website and check out my gear page on there, and you can get most of this stuff the same place I got it, from Amazon, and it doesn't cost any extra for you, but it sends me a few bucks for having the affiliate links on there. So if you want to show some support, feel free to go and get some of this same gear that I got. I do have the full Freak XL kit. Absolutely love having this, especially since most of the guns I shoot now are all autococker threading. It's very nice to just have one barrel that I can put on any of the guns I want to, and it's nice that carbon barrel takes freak inserts. This one I got at Lone Wolf Paintball. I don't think you can get those on Amazon. Another thing I think I got, pretty sure I got these from Lone Wolf, are the JT Pro Joggers. This is just got to be the coolest, lightest pant in the world. It's so perfectly stretchy, so lightweight, yet the knees are nice and durable. Love that. Also a fan of these Planet Eclipse slide shorts. I know that those are available on my website if you want to buy them from Amazon. They're definitely very good for the price. These are my dye elbow pads that I used these back in the early 2000s. So these are over 20-year-old dye elbow pads, and they're still good. They still fit, still work perfect. So don't need any other ones. They still work. Quality gear lasts a long time. This is my new jersey that I got from Ugly Paintball. Shout out to Ugly Paintball. This is freaking gorgeous. They did a phenomenal job of making this for me. So it's a semi-custom one, but they did customize the color a little bit. And man, the quality of material, the breathability, like the softness of this jersey, it's so soft. Like you don't need to wear a shirt underneath it. It's comfortable the way it is. that's a big thing that I don't see in a lot of jerseys, period, but obviously paintball jerseys as well. Like, for something to be so comfortable, not itchy, not rough, like, it's so comfortable that you could just put it right on without wearing an undershirt. So nice. So big shout out to Ugly Paintball. And some of you might have seen my knee pad video that I did last year. These are my dye knee pads. And I should probably do a separate video updating you on my review of these things, but they're very good. There's something that I would change about the design if they were to come out with a future iteration, but they're very, very good. Like, the quality of the pad in these is every bit what I want in a pad. So very happy with these dye knee pads. For the old guys out there who've been playing a while, this is my pack, my NXE. Definitely don't get this anymore. But yeah, again, good quality stuff, lasts a long time, and you can tell it's dirty. I'm gonna have to wash it after tomorrow for sure, but yeah, this is a great pack. I'm a little torn between like cutting these off because I just never use these things, and I feel like if I ever play competitively enough that I need these extra pod slots, I'll just buy another pack. But I don't want to like tear this pack up. But these are a little bit annoying sometimes, trying to reach back, put pods in, and you kind of get these in the way of especially closing the flaps. So if someone out there knows a trick to how to like get these things to tuck out of the way rather than just cutting them off, let me know. I could use the tip. Mask. I do have a few masks, but this is definitely my go-to. Like, granted, last time I played it was cloudy, so I put the clear lens in. I usually have the rose lens in there. I love the rose lens, but these Carbon Zero Pros are just awesome. So lightweight, so breathable. The lens is easy to change. It's not too hard to swap out the lens and the visor on there, which is what I had to do last time. It took a minute to figure out exactly how to make sure the visor was in properly. It kind of felt like it wasn't in there super good, but that was just me fumbling around. So anyway, this is the rose lens. Got to put that in there tonight before tomorrow. But the first time you do anything with any new equipment, it's a little bit slower. So that was just, it was a little bit tricky trying to figure it out last time, but it'll be way smoother this time. So it's a fast lens and visor system to change out if it's ever inclement weather. But most of the time when it's sunny or you're playing indoors, you just leave it the way it is. It's easy to clean, and yeah, it's super comfortable. Hearing's really good on it. I can't say enough good things about the Carbon mask. Like, awesome job by Carbon. I guess while they're here, I can talk about cleats. So these are the cleats that I started playing with last summer, and I do love them. They're great for playing outdoors, but I have learned something about cleats, that you don't always want these really deep cleats that don't have a lot of surface area. So I'm going to show you the ones that I recently, well, not recently, a few months ago I got, and they're definitely better for most applications. I'm going to go grab those real quick. So these are the ones that I switched to, I can't remember, like end of last year, early this year, but see how much more surface area there is on the cleat surface. Like, there's so much more surface area contacting the ground, but there's still plenty of room for like friction to be maximized between, you know, the two different tiers, the bottom of the cleat and the bottom of the sole. So that I'll probably do a separate video just describing what I've learned about what makes a good cleat for different surfaces. But yeah, 9 times out of 10, this is going to be a much better cleat design for paintball than something like this, where there's so little surface area. Again, sometimes this design is definitely better, but most of the time this is going to actually be better. And I got these on Amazon. If they're in stock, you should be able to get them through my Amazon page. But this brand, Gola, G-O-L-A, you can go to their website, and sometimes you can get them cheaper on their website than you can on Amazon. So little tip for you guys, if you want to try these out, I definitely recommend them. They're awesome. So yeah, that's what's in my gear bag, and that's what I'll be taking with me tomorrow to Apocalypse Paintball north of Madison in Wisconsin. Look forward to getting back out on the field. It's been a couple months, so it's gonna be a little hot, but you get that this time of year. Luckily the air quality is cleared up, so I'm not dealing with that anymore. thanks for watching. If you have a question about any of this, if you want to see something else, you want to see me talk more about any of this in detail, let me know in the comments. I'm happy to do so. And as always, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and don't forget to play better paintball.